I was never a natural squatter. I was not built to squat. I'm quite tall. I always had lanky, long legs, and I don't have the biggest quads in the world now, but what I have, it has taken me so much time and hard work to build. And I could have sat on the excuse of not being built to squat. But instead what I did is I've turned it into my literal biggest lift. I consider myself more of a deadlifter. My max deadlift is 410. My max squat, 415 kilos. It is what it is. You can make excuses all you want. But if you want to do something, you want to be good at something, man, it's up to you at the end of the day. If you want it bad enough, you will find a way to make it happen. And it is that simple. So stop being a victim, stop crying, stop that bullshit, and get to work. And welcome back to your mum's favorite channel on YouTube, Cult Strength. Today is a very special day, and I know I have a lot of special days around here, but today's extra special. Today I am reintroducing back squats back into my training. My adductor is all healed, well, it's healed enough, that's what I think. And it's time to get a bar on the back and to start shifting some heavy weights again. Now that's not the only reason it's exciting. I have just released, right this very second, the Squat Slayer 16-week elite squat building program. That is for sale right now on my website, cultstrength.square.site, and I'm going to be running this program along with you, just like I'm doing with the bench press behemoth and the deadlift destroyer program. Now, if you want to know how you can run this squat program with my bench press and deadlift programs, hang around till the end and I'll let you know exactly how to do that. It's very easy, and I've designed these programs with exactly that in mind, okay? I know that people are going to be doing more than one, so they're made to be compatible. Easy peasy. But yeah, if you want to know more about that, please hang around till the end, because now we've got some real training to do. Now, I'm going to be a little bit rusty. I haven't done back squats. At least, I reckon, it's got to be like 6 weeks or 8 weeks since I've really done some back squats. And I'm talking light. I tore my adductor around 2.5, nearly 3 months ago. And when I did that, I was 1 week away from getting back to my 400 kilos that I wanted to get back to. My PR is 415 kilos, and you know that I want to squat 420 kilos. So I was very disappointed to obviously pull up with an injury. I had just successfully squatted 380 kilos with relative ease, and I was doing a back down set at 330 kilos, and I felt great. But on the first rep, 2 pops high up in my adductor, which is in my groin, and that's been a bit of a thorn in my side because it's a hard one to get to heal correctly, especially when you don't want to take a break from training, because you know I was still trying to get it ready, I was still trying to prepare for comp, and I still wanted to train, so it's hard to walk away, you know, from squats, but I had to for a little while. I've been doing some Zercher squats recently. That's given me some real confidence to get back under a bar, so I'm going to do that now. We'll take a minute. We're going to chat more about what this program will entail and my plan, but hey, it's going to be a good squat day. Let's get this. All right, baby. So we're going to start with 65 kilos. I'm very excited to get this bar on my back. Now, the plan for today's session, we're starting the Squat Slayer with a top triple, and that is pause. So we're working up to a top set of pause squats for 3 reps. Now, RPE 7 is the goal today, meaning that, again, it's quite conservative, which is excellent for me. I'm going to be extra conservative simply because it's been a long time since I've squatted. And today I'm also wearing a hip circle just above my shins, above my ankles, about mid-shin. I'm doing this so I can, I guess, express my relearning of the squat pattern. This is going to help me utilize my hips and glutes a lot better. And I'm a bit rusty, as I said, so this is a good idea. I'll use this for the first 4 weeks of the program at least, while I have my sleeves on before I go back to wraps. And you know, if you're someone who struggles to really utilize your hips and glutes in the squat, this band around the shins is an excellent tool. But we'll keep talking as we go. We'll start with 65 kilos. We'll do a set of 5 pause squats. I'm just going to ease into it, really focusing on my technique, because that's going to be key for me progressing and staying injury free. Easy. Groovy. No pain. It felt good. I'm gonna go 40 kilo jumps. We're at a 105 next. I think a roundabout goal for my first squat session back today will be between 205 and 225 kilos for my top set before we move on to our other squat variation, which we'll talk about soon. Let's go. All right, baby, we have 105 kilos on the bar now. And just quickly wanted to say, in the next week or so, I'm gonna be doing a full squat tutorial video. Now, I know that a month or so ago, I did a video called How to Increase Your Squat Instantly, right? And I gave you a few cues to work into your squat that would increase your squat instantly, which I'm sure it did. But what I want to do is a full breakdown of the complete technique to obviously give you all the tools you need to be successful with this program. So, you know, for those who are running the Squat Slayer program in particular, or any squat program really, this video is going to be a reference point for you so you can, you know, monitor your technique as well as the progress with the weights, because both are important. If your lifting isn't improving, as in how it looks and how you move isn't improving, well, you're holding yourself back from the gains that you could make if you're moving with better technique. The program is, you know, again, a tool, but you're not going to be able to utilize that as well as you could with poor technique, which is why I want to give you that tutorial, because I guarantee you, if you run the Squat Slayer program and you also work on improving your technique, you're going to have some incredible gains and a really good time. But right now, 105. It's fun walking around in this. I waddle around like a fucking penguin. Yeah, boy. All right, we'll just go 3 reps with a pause. Again, focusing on really screwing my feet into the floor, creating that external rotation and that tension through my legs before I brace and squat. And I'm using this cambered bent bar today just to conserve my shoulders and elbows a little bit. If you have the luxury of one, that's cool. If not, it doesn't matter. A regular bar is fine. Easy. So, you know, I'm obviously really focusing on tension, on being tight on the way down, on the pause being efficient, and I'm starting to reintroduce a little more pop into the actual explosive part of the squat where you stand up. Getting a bit more confidence in my adductor, so we'll try and generate a bit more power. But yeah, so far so good. 145 next. All right, baby. 145 on the bar now. Now, the question of why am I doing pause squats to start this program, to start this whole training cycle? Well, it's pretty simple for me, right? When you start a training cycle, a whole new, fresh training cycle, it's easy, again, to get carried away with the load that we're lifting. In the same time, I'm a big fan of top set, back down set work. I enjoy the stimulus from something relatively heavy before doing volume work. You'll see that in my videos and in my programs. Now, with the pause squat, what that's allowing me to do is still hit something on the heavier side, but the pause, again, makes it a little bit more difficult than just doing a regular squat, which means that I'm gonna have to go a little bit lighter. Now, after the pause squats for the Squat Slayer program, for the first 3 weeks, we have tempo squats. So pause squats and tempo squats are the 2 main squat variations we will be doing. And it's also a 16-week program. It's a lot longer than the other, well, it's 3 weeks longer than the bench press and the deadlift program, because I believe that with this squat, if you can spend 3 to 4 weeks at the beginning of a training cycle doing movements to solidify and refine your technique, you are truly setting yourself up for some real success in the weeks to come. It's a technical movement, and we need to have that fucking nailed and down pat, so when we start the real heavy work, we're not also trying to learn technique still. So that's why I'm starting with pause squats and tempo squats. If you watched video I did about a week and a half ago. It was squat variations to help you build a monster squat. You would have noticed the tempo squats and pause squats were in there simply because of that, you know, the fact that they help you with your technique so much. And that is the one thing that is overlooked the most with people training, is they want the secret weapons for their programs. You know, they want the secret sauce. What is this magic pill you're taking to get you so strong? But they forget the fucking simple fact is you just have to get better at what you fucking do. And that means technique. So you have good technique with a good program, the perfect foundation for success. Hey, Scotty boy, can you run the mono, please? 2 pause reps. Let's go. Easy. Thanks, Scotty boy. Cheers, bro. Yeah, easy peasy, as it should be. That's 145. We got 185 next. Adductor's feeling good, but I'm not in a rush, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, you know, if you want to know more about the program, as I said, hang around till the end. But this first 4 weeks is technique, technique, technique. And also some pain, because tempo squats are incredible for forcing growth on your quadriceps. And that's an excellent thing to do as well when you're trying to get strong. You can still get bigger and get stronger at the same time. Let's go. All right, baby, we have 185 kilos on the bar, still warming up. Adductor's feeling, you know, good so far. I'm pretty happy with that. And again, I'm not trying to overreach. I know I have plenty of time to get my squat back up. This first 4 weeks is a nice introduction, whether it's been a while since you've squatted or if you have been squatting. It's always good to set the tone for the program with technique work. I think that's, as I said, extremely overlooked, especially on the squat, because it's a very technical movement. And let's be real, a lot can go wrong. So we really want to double down on that and make sure everything is secure, which is what I'm doing now, right? I'm an egotistical person, but I didn't bring that today because that would not be my friend. All right, Scotty, just one, bro. Just one, warming up. 1 pause squat. Let's go. Perfect technique. Easy peasy. Thank you, sir. Easy peasy. Technique feels nice. Everything feels nice and smooth. I'll probably go one more warm up. We'll go maybe 210 for a single, and hopefully we can go 5 plates for a conservative triple for week 1 before the volume starts and the tempo work starts. Let's go. All right, gang, 210 kilos. Hopefully a final warm up, hopefully nice and easy. Now, another thing, right, I'm wearing sleeves for the first at least 4 to 6 weeks of this program. Another reason why I'm doing that is it's a way to keep myself on the more conservative side, because you know you can't lift as much in sleeves as you can in wraps. So that's a way for me to increase the difficulty of what I'm doing without having to lift as heavy, which is a good idea early on in any program anyway. Speaking of wraps and things like that though, if you haven't ordered the God Killer 36-inch wrist wraps or the figure 6 lifting straps, make sure you get on that quickly. I have only like 3 pairs now, 3 or 4 pairs of each left in this first run, and there will be knee wraps and sleeves coming in the next, I would like to say in the next 2 months, but we'll see. I have a few samples coming, but I'd definitely love to get some God Killer knee wraps on for this training series as well. That would be excellent. Right now though, last warm up, Scotty boy, we'll hit a single. We've got to earn that top set, and again, I've got to make sure that I'm not working through too much pain. A bit of discomfort is okay, but so far so good. We'll nail this though. 210 kilos, nice and easy. Let's go. You in?
Yep.
Yep. Easy peasy. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we'll go 225. What I'll do for my top set is I'll put the cuff around my adductor just to give myself a bit more support while I'm working through those repetitions. But we should be sweet. That should be pretty conservative. Again, I'm a little rusty. It feels a little unusual. You know, I've been squatting with the bar in here for a few weeks, and it's been a long time since I had it on my back. But each set I do, each session I do, will get better. Let's go. All right, baby. Top set, 225 kilos. And I know that's fucking really not that exciting, right? Well, not for me anyway. Like, I'm a 415 kilo squatter. And I also understand that, you know, I've had an injury and it's gonna take me time to get back, and that's okay. So as I said, I've left my ego behind today. I'm gonna have to leave it behind for a little while because yes, I would love to lift heavier than this. This is the lightest that I probably started a squat program. But that doesn't mean it's not gonna be successful. I was never a natural squatter. I was not built to squat. I'm quite tall. I always had lanky, long legs. And I don't have the biggest quads in the world now, but what I have, it has taken me so much time and hard work to build. And I could have sat on the excuse of not being built to squat. But instead what I did is I've turned it into my literal biggest lift. I consider myself more of a deadlifter. My max deadlift is 410. My max squat, 415 kilos. It is what it is. You can make excuses all you want. But if you want to do something, you want to be good at something, man, it's up to you at the end of the day. If you want it bad enough, you will find a fucking way to make it happen. And it is that fucking simple. So stop being a victim, stop crying, stop that bullshit, and get to work. That's what I did. That's what I'm gonna do now. It's only 225, but we're gonna make easy work of it. That's what's up. Let's go. All right, baby. Let's get this. 3 reps, paused. Week 1 of 16 of the Squat Slayer Elite Squat Building Program, baby. It's gonna be a fucking fun ride. And I'm excited to have you all with me. Let's get this shit. Come on, baby, execution now. Make them perfect. Excellent technique, good pauses, confidence. Come on! Here we go.
Easy, let's go. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Fuck yeah.
Good. Thank you. No pain at all. It feels weak through the adductor, which is completely normal. And it's gonna take me time, you know, to build that strength back through that range. But I'm really happy with the execution there. Could it be better? Absolutely. It is what it is though. Every week it's gonna get better and better. But right now, we have the tempo work, and this is where I'm gonna make these, you know, make these little changes to make sure everything's feeling primed for next week. We'll take a minute and we'll chat. Let's go. All right, baby. Now we're moving on to our tempo work. I'm gonna start with 175 kilos this week. Again, keep in mind, guys, progression, we have, well, if you're doing the Squat Slayer program, you're gonna have the same reps and sets for 3 weeks. RPE 7, 8, then 9. We need to leave room for progression, all right? So a 7 RPE for me means that I should be able to do these sets of 6, you know, with something I could do sets of 10 with pretty comfortably with a tempo as well, right? So there should be reps in the tank with each set here. If it's a little bit too easy, I'll bump it up a little bit for the next set, but it doesn't have to happen. It's just, I'm gonna gauge where I'm at right now with my tempo work. Now for the tempo on the Squat Slayer program, I like to think of it as a 4 count or 3 seconds. So it's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, up. There's no pause at the bottom. we're just tempo on the way down, okay? 3 sets of 6, Scotty boy, 6 reps, 4 count down, which is roughly 3 full seconds. Really focus on your positioning on the way down, maintaining that tension that we get from the top with our brace. Externally rotate the floor.
Good. 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Easy.
Yep. Whew. Cool. Thank you. Easy, but hard. That's perfectly sufficient for week 1. And I can make, 10 to 15 kilo jumps each week. We've got 2 more sets of that. And then we're gonna chat more about how to work these programs together. Like this video, drop a comment, and subscribe. Thank you. All right, baby, set 2, 175 kilos. 3 sets of this before we move on to the accessories. And then we'll talk obviously about how to incorporate all these programs together and what the accessories will look like, in the first 3 or 4 weeks of the Squat Slayer program. Let's get this. Remember, tempo work is considerably lighter than your normal work, but you still make it hard. I can make 175 feel like 275. That's kind of the goal here. Let's get this.
Let's go. Good. 2, 3, 4. Let's go. 5. 6.
Oh yeah. Woo. Man, as I say, it's easy but hard. I can really feel my adductor working as well. Not painful, but it's working. It feels different than the other one, but it's a good thing because this time under tension is allowing me to work it through that range, under the load that I need to get it better. So it's a win. 1 more set, and then we'll talk. Let's go. All right, baby. 3rd and final fucking set of these. 3 sets of 6. That's the devil's work, isn't it? Yeah, baby, I like it. But make sure you like this video, drop a comment and subscribe. If you jump on this program, if you have any questions or anything like that, you can drop them in the comment or send me an email at thecultstrength@gmail.com, and I'll be sure to help you with your questions. Obviously, if you've purchased the program, if everybody fucking emails me with a question, I would never get back to you all. So I do apologize for that, but I always do my best to get back to you all. And tomorrow we got Q&A. So keep your eyes out for that post. Actually, it'll be up right now. Go to my community tab on my YouTube page, on my channel, and you'll see the post there where you can drop your questions in the comments. And I'll do my best to answer them tomorrow for you in this week's Q&A. My little way of trying to give back and stay in touch with you guys, because I appreciate your support. And right now I'd appreciate it if you'd watch me do these fucking squats. God damn it. All right, last set.
Two, let's go. 3, easy. 4, 5, 1 more, bro, let's go. 6.
Whew. Goodness gracious me. Thank you, sir. Fuck. That's good. No pain. That's a big win. And we live to fight another day and to progress another week. We'll take 1 minute and we'll chat about the accessories for this plan and how to incorporate this program with the others. Let's go. All right, baby, so there are all the back squats done for day 1 of the Squat Slayer program. And before I move on to my accessory work, I quickly wanted to tell you how you can incorporate all 3 of my programs together, right, to make a full program. Obviously, I have the 2 bench press programs, I have the deadlift program, and now the squat program. So how would I structure my week if I was planning on doing a bench press program, squat program, deadlift program? Bench press has 2 days per week of pressing, has a 3rd optional day as, you know, a bit of a hypertrophy fluff day for the arms and the shoulders. The deadlift program contains 1 full deadlift day with also a Zercher squat day. Now that Zercher squat day was for those who don't already have a squat in their program, because it is still good to have a squat pattern even if you're trying to build a deadlift. Now, let's say you want to peak all 3 lifts together, like competition standard squat, bench, deadlift. Now what I would do is I would have a bench press program, the Behemoth or the Barbarian. All right, I would run the deadlift program and then the squat program. I'd run heavy bench press day 1. So your main bench press day 1. Your squat session for the week, if it's a Squat Slayer program, would be on day 2. Now the reason I say to squat after bench press is we're going to be avoiding a lot of elbow and shoulder pain while we're bench pressing, AKA penis elbow. So you got heavy bench, squat, rest day, okay? Light bench press day or deadlift day, it's kind of up to you there, depending on how you've recovered. And then again, vice versa on the Friday, or the Saturday would be the session you haven't done, which I would definitely recommend you probably go bench, squat, bench, deadlift. So Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, or Thursday, Saturday would be ideal. And if you're running the squat program and the deadlift program together, you don't do the Zercher squats, you sub that day out for the main Squat Slayer squat session, which is more than enough to build your squat. Keeping in mind you're still doing your deadlifts for your deadlift day. And things like pause squatting and tempo squatting do have a carryover to deadlifting still. We're still using our hips, we're still utilizing our hips and our posterior chain immensely, and we're still bracing and working on a strong upper back. So there's little carryovers from our main squat session to our deadlift day. So if you're not doing the Zercher squat session, don't freak out. Your deadlift is still gonna go through the roof, okay? It's just about load management, and I'll talk about that during all these series as well, which is why we have RPEs, why we have to stick to our conservative weeks and we don't overreach. Now the accessories for this movement here, for the first 3 weeks, a single leg press and leg extensions, quadricep dominant day because our deadlift day is hamstring dominant. I'm gonna do 3 sets of 12. I'm just gonna film 1 set. I'm not gonna film the leg extensions. You know how to do leg extensions. The video might drag on a little bit, but I hope that helps. If you want my programs, go to cultstrength.square.site. Remember, the squat program is a 16-week program. It's a little bit longer. It costs exactly the same, but go ahead, grab yours now, and we can enjoy this journey together. But right now, baby, we're gonna get single leg press in. We'll just film 1 set, 12 reps each leg. I don't normally like unilateral work, but this early in the program, it's not a bad idea. Yep. 2 more. Other side. Yeah, unilateral work early in the program, not a bad idea, because as we get closer to peaking, we get more specific and we do a lot more double-legged stuff, which is more applicable to our squat and deadlift. But we're building that foundation and that base really wide, baby. 2 more. 12. Very good. All right, we'll take a minute, but that's all I'm gonna film for today. Hope you had fun. If you grab my programs, I truly appreciate you. Merch coming soon. Equipment will be here soon. Make sure you pre-order yours if you want it. Like this video, drop a comment, subscribe, and go to the fucking gym. It's time to get jacked. Let's go, baby.